Hello and welcome to Isin Clay. Today I will be going back through time to discover when the Hindu god Ganesha first appeared in history. I am undoubtedly going to butcher most of the pronunciation, but please bear with me. But before I get into that, I want to give a little introduction to the god. According to Hindu teaching, Ganesha is the elephant-headed son of Parvati and Shiva, and he is worshipped as the one who overcomes obstacles, the god of intellect, education and wisdom, and the master of Shiva's Ganas. Within Hinduism, he is a major deity with his own sect called the Ganapatyas, who perceive him to be the supreme being in existence. The main scriptures dedicated to worshipping him are called the Ganesha Purana, the Mudgala Purana, and the Ganapati Atharvashirsha. His origin story is told in the Shiva Purana. In it, Parvati was tired of Shiva constantly barging in on her when she was bathing. So she crafted Ganesha from the grime cleansed from her body to stand as her watchman. When Shiva returned, Ganesha barred him from entering, and a fight broke out. This ended with Shiva decapitating Ganesha, much to Parvati's horror. To win back her approval, Shiva sent out his Ganas to bring back the first head they could find, so he could reveal to him. They returned with the head of an elephant, and using his powers, Shiva was able to combine the two parts and reanimate him. He subsequently put Ganesha in charge of his Ganas. But what about the actual origin of the god in history, you ask? Well, during the 1400s CE, the worship of Ganesha became popular across the densely populated Indian region of Maharashtra. This was largely thanks to the work of the Ganapatya saint Moya Gosavai. Before this, Ganesha's cult had become independent by the 900 CE, and he had been included among Smartism's 5 primary deities, Smartism being a prominent branch of Hinduism that emerged in the 800 CE. However, we have to go back to the mid to late 600 CE to find the first known site dedicated to him, that being the Ganesha Ratha, a rock-cut shrine in Tamil Nadu that dates from the reign of Narasimhavarman I. During that time, the region was ruled by the Pallava kings, and he was known locally as Pillaya. But the earliest cult image of Ganesha found so far comes from the Shiva temple at Bahamara, which has been dated to the late 400 CE. The temple was built during the Gupta period, at a time when Hinduism was changing as the old Vedic teachings were being replaced by the new Puranic teachings. However, the story does not necessarily begin there. As mentioned earlier in the introduction to Ganesha, one of his qualities is that he is the master of the Ganas. This role is referred to in the second book of the Rigveda, the oldest of the sacred books in Hinduism. The Rigveda was first written in 300 BCE, but before that it was preserved orally in the ancient form of Sanskrit, dating back to 1500 BCE in the Punjab region. This does not necessarily indicate that the master of the Ganas mentioned in the Rigveda is Ganesha. It could easily be Vishnu, since he was the one who originally owned the Ganas. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, found it somewhat informative. As with every YouTube channel, please feel free to leave a like, a comment, and or subscribe and share. So until next time, have a good evening.